5 daily habits to boost your happiness. Happiness hacks. What if I told you that in just 5 simple daily habits, you could drastically change the way you experience life? We all want happiness, right? But sometimes it feels so elusive. We chase after it like a butterfly, and just when we think we've got it, it flutters away. But what if happiness isn't some distant destination? What if it's something we can nurture every single day? Today we're diving into 5 daily habits that will boost your happiness, not just temporarily, but sustainably. If you've ever felt stuck in the grind or wondered why happiness seems so out of reach, you're in the right place. Are you ready to unlock your happiest self? Let's dive in. Habit 1, start your day with gratitude. Gratitude. It's not just a word, it's a superpower. And no, I'm not just saying that. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can actually rewire your brain, shifting your focus from everything that's going wrong to everything that's going right. And when we shift our focus to what's right, that's where the magic happens. Now think about this for a moment. When you wake up, what's the first thought that crosses your mind? Is it stress about work, worry about what's coming tomorrow, or maybe fear about the future? Or could it be that you're grateful for another day, grateful for the simple things like the warmth of your bed or the sun coming through your window? Let's take Oprah Winfrey, for example. We all know her story. She's one of the busiest women in the world, constantly juggling work commitments and big projects. But every single day, Oprah finds time to write down 5 things she's grateful for, just 5 things. And she credits this simple habit as one of the key reasons for her success and happiness. If Oprah, someone with an insane schedule, can carve out that time for gratitude, what's stopping us? What could we accomplish if we made gratitude a non-negotiable part of our day? Here's your actionable step. Start your day with gratitude. As soon as you open your eyes, take a moment to think of 3 things you're thankful for. It could be as simple as the soft pillow beneath your head, the smile of someone you love, or even the opportunity to learn something new today. This is more than just a practice. It's a way of priming your mind for positivity. And remember, the more you focus on what you have, the less you'll focus on what you lack. Now, let's talk about moving our bodies. You've probably heard it before. Exercise makes you feel good. But why is that? Well, when we exercise, our brain releases chemicals like endorphins and serotonin, our body's natural mood boosters. It's like giving your brain a happiness shot. But here's the thing. You don't have to run a marathon or spend hours in the gym. Even 10 minutes of movement a day can make a huge difference in how you feel. It's not just about getting fit. It's about boosting your mood and mental health too. Take Richard Branson, the billionaire founder of Virgin. Every single day, no matter how busy his schedule is, he makes time to move his body. Whether it's biking, swimming, or playing tennis, Richard knows that staying active doesn't just keep him physically fit, it's a big part of his happiness and productivity. Narrator. Here's your actionable step. Commit to moving your body for just 10 to 20 minutes a day, day after day. It doesn't have to be intense. It could be a walk, a jog, some light yoga, or even dancing around to your favorite song. The key is to make it fun, and you'll be amazed at how much your mood shifts after just a short burst of activity. Connect with others. Human connection is one of the most powerful contributors to happiness. We're social creatures. It's in our DNA. Research shows that people with strong social connections live longer, healthier, and happier lives. But in today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel disconnected. Between work, technology, and the busyness of life, we often forget to nurture our relationships. Look at the blue zones, for example. These are the regions in the world where people live the longest and healthiest lives. One thing these communities all have in common: they prioritize social bonds. In places like Sardinia, Italy, and Okinawa, Japan, people make time for family and friends. They eat together, laugh together, and support one another. So here's your actionable step. Every day, take a moment to connect with someone, a family member, a friend, or even a colleague. A simple text, a quick phone call, or a face-to-face conversation can do wonders for your happiness. If you can, spend quality time with them. You'll not only brighten their day, but you'll brighten yours too. Now let's talk about mindfulness and meditation. In a world full of distractions, mindfulness helps us focus on the present moment. It's about being fully aware of where we are without judgment. Take John Kabat-Zinn, for example. He's the founder of mindfulness-based stress reduction. After years of practicing mindfulness, he found that it improved his mental health and overall happiness. Now, he teaches millions of people how to embrace mindfulness to live more joyful, fulfilled lives. Here's your actionable step. Start small. Commit to just 5 minutes of mindfulness or meditation every day. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back, without judgment. Over time, you'll notice a sense of calm, clarity, and contentment building in your life. Now let's talk about personal growth. Happiness isn't just about external things, it's about growing internally. When we're constantly learning, growing, and striving for better, we feel a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. Consider Albert Einstein, one of the greatest minds in history. Einstein didn't just seek knowledge, he was driven by curiosity. He was always striving to understand more, learn more, and grow more. It wasn't just about the big discoveries, it was about the continuous journey of learning and evolving. Here's your actionable step. Make learning and growth a part of your daily routine. It doesn't have to be anything huge. Maybe you read a chapter of a book, take an online course, or even learn a new word or skill. Whatever it is, make personal growth a daily habit, and you'll feel a sense of purpose and fulfillment every day. There you have it, 5 powerful habits that can transform your happiness. Start your day with gratitude, move your body, connect with others, practice mindfulness, and focus on personal growth. These habits, when practiced daily, will unlock a new level of joy and fulfillment in your life. But here's the truth. These habits won't work unless you make them a priority. Happiness is a choice, and it's a choice you get to make every single day. So I challenge you today. Choose happiness. Start small, take it one habit at a time, and watch your life transform. Your happiest self is waiting for you. Will you answer the call? Habit 2. Move your body every day. We've all heard it before. Exercise makes us feel good, right? But have you ever stopped to wonder why that happens? When we move our bodies, our brains release chemicals like endorphins and serotonin. These are the same things that give us that natural high, that boost in mood. It's like your brain gets a happiness shot every time you get moving. And here's the thing. You don't need to run a marathon or hit the gym for hours to feel those benefits. Seriously, even just 10 minutes of movement a day can make a massive difference. It's not all about building muscles or burning calories. It's about lifting your spirit and clearing your mind. Let's break it down. Picture this. You've had a tough day. Maybe the stress of work is weighing on you, or you're feeling down for no particular reason. What if, instead of scrolling through social media or sinking deeper into the couch, you got up and moved? A walk around the block, a quick dance to your favorite song, or even just some stretches. You might think, I don't have the energy for that right now, but trust me, that little bit of movement will give you energy you didn't know you had. Think about Richard Branson, for example. You know him, right? The billionaire founder of Virgin. Despite having one of the busiest schedules on the planet, he swears by exercise. Every single day, no matter what, he makes time for it. Whether it's biking, swimming, or playing tennis, Richard knows that exercise isn't just about staying fit, it's about staying happy and energized. When you're doing something you enjoy, like playing sports or getting outside, it lifts your mood and gives you a fresh perspective. It's all about that mental reset. You see, it's not just the physical benefits that matter, it's the mental ones too. When you exercise, your brain gets a hit of those feel-good chemicals, endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, all the ones that help reduce stress and anxiety and boost your mood. It's the kind of mood shift that can make a huge difference in how you approach the rest of your day. Now, I know life is busy. We all have a million things to juggle, and sometimes it feels like there's just no time for anything extra. But here's the good news. You don't need to spend hours working out. You don't need a fancy gym membership or expensive gear. Just commit to moving your body for 10 to 20 minutes a day. You can make it something simple, like a walk around your neighborhood, a light jog, or a fun yoga session at home. Or maybe even a dance party in your living room, because who doesn't love dancing to their favorite tunes? The key is to find something that works for you and make it fun. Imagine the difference it will make in how you feel afterwards. A little bit of movement can help clear your mind, boost your energy, and reset your entire day. It's not about perfection. It's about doing what you can when you can. So here's my challenge to you. Start small. Pick one thing that you love to do. Maybe it's dancing or just a short walk around the block. Whatever it is, commit to moving your body for just 10 to 20 minutes today. Try it out and notice how your mood shifts. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up for yourself. You deserve to feel that burst of happiness and energy. You'll be amazed at how quickly those 10 minutes can turn your day around. And remember, it doesn't have to be hard or complicated. Start simple. You've got this. Habit 3, connect with others. I want you to think about something for a moment. When was the last time you had a real heart-to-heart conversation with someone? No distractions, no phones, no rush, just you and the person you're talking to really connecting. In a world that moves faster than ever, where we're glued to our screens and juggling endless tasks, it's easy to forget one of the most important things that can contribute to our happiness, human connection. Part 1, the science of happiness and connection. You see, human beings are wired for connection. It's in our DNA. We are social creatures, and that's not just some philosophical statement. There's science to back it up. Research has shown that strong, meaningful relationships are linked to longer, healthier, and happier lives. It's not just about having a lot of friends or being busy in social situations. It's about the depth of those connections, the quality, not just the quantity. We thrive when we feel understood, supported, and loved. But the sad reality is that in our fast-paced lives, we often let these connections slip through our fingers. Part 2. Take a moment and think about the blue zones, those special places around the world where people live the longest and healthiest lives. Have you heard of them? They're fascinating. These zones are scattered across the globe, and they include places like Sardinia in Italy, Okinawa in Japan, and Ikaria in Greece. What's amazing about these regions isn't just the food or the climate, it's the lifestyle, especially the deep, strong relationships that people maintain. In these communities, spending time with loved ones isn't a luxury, it's a priority. People eat together, they laugh together, they celebrate milestones together. They've found the secret to longevity, and it's not just eating healthy food or exercising, it's nurturing their social bonds. In these blue zones, family is everything. The elders are revered, and the younger generations stay close, offering support and guidance. Now, think about this. What if we could bring some of that into our own lives? What if we could make human connection as central to our daily routines as everything else we're doing? Part 3, the modern disconnect. How we've drifted apart. Here's the thing. It's not that we don't want to connect. It's that life gets in the way. Work demands, technology distractions, never-ending to-do lists. They pull us in so many directions. We start to feel like there's never enough time to reach out, to really check in with someone, to just spend time together. The result? We get more isolated, even when we're surrounded by people. We've all been there. Have you ever been sitting in a room full of people, but still felt completely alone? Or maybe you're texting friends or family, but it feels like the conversations are surface level, not really meaningful. It's easy to get caught in this cycle, but the truth is that these shallow interactions don't give us the deep, lasting happiness we're searching for. Part 4, the importance of small actions, reconnecting with others. So what can we do about it? The answer doesn't have to be complex. It's actually simple, but it requires intention. Let's start by making human connection a daily practice. Think about this. Every day, take a moment to reach out to someone. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out conversation. Just a simple text, a phone call, or a quick check-in can make all the difference. You could text a friend you haven't heard from in a while and ask how they're doing. Or maybe call a family member just to say hi and share a laugh. You might be surprised by how much those little moments of connection can impact both you and the other person. And here's something even more powerful. If you can, carve out time to spend quality time with people. Maybe it's a coffee with a friend, a walk with your partner, or a dinner with family. Put the phone down, step away from work, and just be present. You'll be amazed at how it makes you feel. It's like a breath of fresh air for your soul. Part 5, connecting with yourself first, but don't forget, to connect with others, we also need to take care of ourselves. When was the last time you gave yourself a moment of stillness, a moment to reflect and recharge? Self-care isn't just about bubble baths or vacations. It's about taking the time to check in with yourself, to know what you need, and then sharing that energy with the people around you. Part 6, make connection a habit. So here's my challenge for you. Starting today, make it a habit to connect with someone every single day. It doesn't matter who it is, just someone you care about. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't let work or technology take over. Make human connection a priority. Ask someone how their day is going, check in on a family member, or even strike up a conversation with a colleague. It's these small actions, these moments of kindness, that build the foundation for a happier, more connected life. Imagine if we all did this. Imagine how much more fulfilled we would feel. You have the power to create deeper bonds, not just with others, but with yourself too. So go ahead, reach out today. You never know, that one small message, that one call might just make someone's day, and who knows, it might even be the key to your own happiness. Let's make human connection a daily habit, because in the end, that's what truly matters. Habit 4, practice mindfulness and meditation. You've probably heard the word a lot lately, right? Maybe you've even tried it. It's become somewhat of a buzzword in today's world, often thrown around with the promise of instant calm and peace of mind. But here's the thing, mindfulness isn't just a trend. It's a powerful practice that can completely transform the way you experience life. It's the art of being fully present right here, right now, in this very moment without judgment. We live in a world that's constantly pulling us in a million directions. Phones buzzing with notifications, social media pulling us into endless scrolling, work demands, personal worries. How many times have you found yourself staring at your phone, completely lost in thought, only to realize that an hour has passed and you've missed out on real life? Or you've been so caught up thinking about what's next, tomorrow, next week, the future, that you've forgotten to enjoy today? It's easy to get caught up in all this. Our minds are often racing, always thinking about the next thing, dwelling on past mistakes or regrets, or even stressing about what could go wrong in the future. But here's the beauty of mindfulness. It pulls us back. It grounds us in the present moment, helping us break free from the chaos of distractions and really be here, to notice the small things we so often overlook, the way the sun feels on our skin, the sound of birds chirping, the simple joy of taking a deep breath. Now, I get it. It can sound a little too simple, right? You might be thinking, I don't have time for that, or I've tried it before and my mind just won't quiet down. Trust me, you're not alone in that feeling. I've been there too. It can feel a bit strange at first, even frustrating. You sit down to meditate, you close your eyes, and within seconds, your mind starts racing with thoughts. You wonder if you're doing it wrong, if it's really worth your time. But here's the thing, mindfulness isn't about having a perfectly calm mind. It's not about silencing your thoughts. It's about noticing when your mind has wandered without judging yourself and gently bringing your focus back to the present. It's about learning to be kind to yourself in the process. It's like learning to ride a bike. You might wobble at first, but with practice, it starts to feel more natural. And speaking of practice, let me tell you about someone who really transformed their life through mindfulness. Jon Kabat-Zinn. You might have heard of him. He's the founder of Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction, MBSR, a program that has helped millions of people around the world. But what you might not know is that Jon wasn't always this enlightened mindfulness expert. He came from a background of science. In fact, he was a professor at the University of Massachusetts Medical School. It wasn't until he began exploring mindfulness practices that he experienced its profound impact on his own life. Jon was struggling with stress, like many of us do. He was overwhelmed, exhausted, and constantly distracted by life's demands. But when he started incorporating mindfulness into his daily routine, everything changed. Slowly but surely, he found that he felt calmer, more focused, and more at peace with himself. His mental health improved, his happiness increased, and he realized that this simple practice could help so many others as well. So he took that wisdom and started teaching people about mindfulness, about how we can all tap into the present moment, how we can manage stress, and how we can cultivate a sense of joy and peace even in the middle of chaos. And the result? Millions of lives have been changed. But you don't need to be a world-renowned expert to experience the benefits of mindfulness. You don't need to dedicate hours every day. In fact, you can start with just 5 minutes. That's right, 5 minutes. Just a few minutes every day can help you feel more centered, more calm, and more in tune with your own needs. Think about it. How many times have you wished for a moment of peace in your hectic day? How often do you crave just a little break from the constant rush? Mindfulness is the gift you can give yourself to find that peace, even in the smallest of moments. If you're ready to give it a try, here's an easy way to start. Find a quiet space. It doesn't need to be a fancy yoga studio or a retreat in the mountains. It can be anywhere, even a corner of your living room. Sit down, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Focus on the sensation of your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Notice the rise and fall of your chest or your stomach. If your mind starts to wander, and it will, that's completely normal, gently bring your focus back to your breath. There's no need to judge yourself. Just notice the thoughts and let them go. Keep breathing, keep being present, and over time you'll start to notice something incredible. A sense of calm that wasn't there before, a clarity that helps you see the world a little bit differently, and a deep sense of gratitude for the moment you're in. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be long, just 5 minutes a day, every day. That's how you begin to shift your mindset, to feel more present, to reduce stress, and to unlock that inner peace that we all have within us. But don't just take my word for it. The beauty of mindfulness is that it's an experience. You can feel it for yourself. So here's what I encourage you to do. Start today, right now even. Take just 5 minutes. Let this be your first step towards something better, a life where you feel more in control, more aware, and more at peace with yourself. And remember, this is a journey. It's not about being perfect. It's about progress. Even on days when it feels tough, just showing up for yourself and taking those few minutes matters. So my challenge to you is simple. Set aside 5 minutes today, find your quiet space, take a deep breath, and just be present. See what happens. You might just be surprised by how much of a difference it makes. The first step is the hardest, but once you begin, you'll start to notice the beauty of the present moment all around you. And that's where the magic happens. You've got this. Start small, stay consistent, and soon, mindfulness will become a natural part of your life, a practice that helps you enjoy the small, beautiful moments and live a more joyful, balanced life. So go ahead, take that first step today. Your peaceful, present life is waiting for you. Habit 5, focus on personal growth happiness. We all want it, right? But here's the thing. Happiness isn't something that comes just from the outside world. It doesn't come from material possessions or other people's approval. Sure, those things can bring temporary joy, but lasting happiness? That comes from something deeper. It comes from within. You see, happiness is not only about our external circumstances. It's also about our internal growth. It's about becoming better versions of ourselves. When we're learning, evolving, and growing, we tap into a sense of purpose and fulfillment. And when we feel fulfilled, that's when we truly experience happiness. Think about it. How often do you feel truly happy? Not just when something good happens, but when you're doing something that challenges you, something that makes you feel like you're improving, like you're becoming more of who you're meant to be. It could be something as simple as learning a new skill, reading a book, or setting a personal goal. Let's take a look at a real-life example. Think about Albert Einstein. You've probably heard of him, one of the greatest minds in history. But here's something interesting. Einstein wasn't just obsessed with knowledge. He didn't sit around thinking, I want to be the smartest person in the world. No, what truly drove him was curiosity. A deep, insatiable curiosity. His thirst for learning never stopped. And it wasn't about looking smart. It was about understanding the world more fully, about pushing the boundaries of what he knew and seeing how much he could grow. Imagine having that kind of drive, not to be better than anyone else, but to simply be the best version of yourself, to seek out new knowledge, new experiences, new ways to challenge your mind and your heart. Now, you don't have to be a genius to do this. You don't have to be an Einstein to feel the joy that comes from growth. All you need is the desire to better yourself. Think of it this way. Personal growth isn't a destination. It's a journey. It's like planting a seed. Every time you learn something new, you're watering that seed. You might not see the full tree right away, but with every bit of growth, you're getting closer to something beautiful. You're getting closer to the person you're meant to be. And trust me, that journey, it's fulfilling. So, what's something new you could learn today? Maybe it's reading a chapter of a book you've been meaning to get to. Maybe it's signing up for an online course. Or maybe it's something smaller, like learning a new word in a language you've always wanted to speak. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be grand. The point is to make personal growth a part of your daily life. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you tried something new? Really tried? Not just for the sake of trying, but with the intention to learn, to grow. Think about that moment when you first learned to ride a bike or when you picked up a new hobby. Remember that sense of accomplishment when you finally got it right? That feeling of pride in yourself, knowing you'd stuck with it? That's the power of growth. That's the power of learning. And here's the thing. It doesn't always have to be perfect. Growth isn't about being flawless. It's about progress. Even the smallest step forward is still a step in the right direction. Let's bring this down to earth. Maybe right now, life feels overwhelming. Maybe you feel stuck in the same routine. Maybe you're thinking, I don't have the time. I don't know where to start. But you don't need hours every day. You just need moments, tiny moments of growth that over time add up to something extraordinary. And here's a simple, actionable step for you. Commit to learning something new every single day. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be as simple as reading one chapter of a book or spending 10 minutes learning about a topic you know nothing about. The important part is consistency. If you do this every day, you'll start to notice shifts in how you feel. You'll feel more engaged with life. You'll feel more motivated. And before you know it, that sense of accomplishment will fuel your happiness. Think about this. When you grow, when you push yourself to learn and evolve, you create a deeper sense of joy that no external circumstance can take away. It's like building a well that you can draw from whenever you need it. So, my invitation to you today is this. Start today, right now. Think of something new you'd like to learn. Write it down. Make it your goal. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. What matters is that you're choosing to grow, choosing to invest in yourself. And that investment will pay off in ways you can't even imagine. Remember, happiness is not just something you find, it's something you create from the inside out. So let's create it together. There you have it, 5 daily habits that can transform your happiness. By starting your day with gratitude, moving your body, connecting with others, practicing mindfulness, and focusing on personal growth, you can unlock a new level of joy and fulfillment in your life. But here's the truth. These habits won't work unless you make them a priority. Happiness is a choice, and it's one that you make every single day. So I challenge you today, choose happiness. Start small, take it one habit at a time, and watch how your life transforms. Your happiest self is waiting for you. Take care, stay happy, and never stop growing.